That question has returned with startling force, as new revelations surrounding Princess Diana's infamous 1995 Panorama interview uncover missing documents, withheld evidence, and a trail of deception stretching across nearly 3 decades. For Prince William, this isn't a political issue, it's a wound that has never fully healed. The Panorama interview was a cultural earthquake, but what William remembers is not the headlines. He remembers being a 13-year-old boy watching his mother speak to the entire world, not knowing that the BBC had lured her into that chair through forged documents, false claims, and calculated manipulation. And today, at 43, 7 years older than Diana ever lived to be, the pain still echoes. A new investigation led by author Andy Webb has uncovered that at least 4 critical documents connected to the Bashir scandal have mysteriously vanished from the BBC's archives. Webb's upcoming book, Dianarama, The Betrayal of Princess Diana, reveals that these documents weren't simply misplaced, they appear to have been quietly removed, hidden, or destroyed. Webb describes the core of William's pain simply: the uncertainty. The wound we're talking about, he said, is whether his mother's life had to follow the course it did, or whether, had the BBC management acted differently, her future, and their future, could have been completely different. That uncertainty has grown into something larger, a crisis for the BBC's Royal Charter, which is set for renewal in 2027. And here lies the irony. Webb points out, the BBC operates under a royal charter. But what happens when the future monarch issuing that charter no longer trusts the broadcaster beneath it? It's a question no one expected to face, yet here it is. In 2021, William delivered a rare and blistering public criticism of the BBC, stating that the corporation's failures deepened his mother's fear, paranoia, and isolation. But now, with new evidence emerging, that criticism is no longer just historical commentary. It has become a warning. And the timing couldn't be worse for the BBC. The broadcaster is already embroiled in multiple crises. A misleadingly edited Panorama clip of Donald Trump. A looming $1 billion lawsuit from Trump himself. And the shock resignation of both the Director General and the BBC News CEO. In the middle of this turbulence, Webb's discoveries land like a fresh storm. His pursuit of the truth hasn't been easy. His first Freedom of Information request was filed in 2007, and rejected. During lockdown, he renewed his efforts while producing a Channel 4 documentary for the 25th anniversary of Diana's interview. The BBC responded by spending over £1 million in licence payer money fighting to keep documents out of Webb's hands. When they finally surrendered a 67-page PDF, it arrived heavily redacted, blacked out, stripped down, and incomplete. Even now, they continue to withhold key materials, including a Buckingham Palace letter sent before the broadcast on November 20, 1995, a letter whose existence only surfaced because of court-ordered disclosures. But the turning point came when Webb uncovered a document claiming that Earl Spencer, Diana's brother, had provided forged bank statements to Martin Bashir. When Webb showed Earl Spencer the claim, his response was immediate and furious. "I did no such thing." That moment exposed the beginning of a cover-up, one stretching all the way back to 1996. Earl Spencer then contacted Director General Tim Davie directly, providing detailed notes from Bashir's September 1995 meeting with Diana, proof of the fabricated allegations used to win her trust. Davie's reply, which Spencer believed had the unmistakable tone of legal drafting, only deepened the concern. "Unfortunately, the account you give does not accord with the account Mr. Bashir gave the BBC at the time." And so the pattern reveals itself: missing documents, denied requests, contradictory accounts, evasive explanations. For the public, it's a media scandal. For William, it is something far more human. He is the son of the woman at the center of the deceit. He is now older than she ever became. And his eldest son is approaching the same age William was when he watched that interview air. This isn't history for him, it is still personal. As the BBC's 2027 charter renewal approaches, one truth becomes impossible to ignore: trust is not inherited. It must be earned. And unless the corporation fully confronts its past, the future king may have no choice but to question its future. The story is far from over. Because for William, seeking answers isn't about revenge, it's about protecting his mother's legacy, and ensuring that the truth she never received in life is finally delivered in her name.